Siku zimepita kama upepo baridi, kumbukumbu zako bado zinanikaribi. Mbona giza linafunika nuru? Maisha bila wewe nawekwa juu ya muundo mbovu. Huzuni yangu ni mto wa machozi, kila tone lina hadithi ya maumivu mazito. Kila pumzi ni mwito wa moyo wangu, nirudishie furaha njiani kwangu.
Welcome back. It's nice to have you here again. Our guest today is a friend of mine from a long while back. Yeah, a really long time back. And one thing about his story or his experience, it keeps reminding me that even when you go through grief, when you're going through grief and when you've lost a loved one, the harsh reality is that life has to go on. It's crazy, it feels unfair, but that's life. It just has to go on. And one thing about our guest today is that when you look at him, you really can't tell what he's been through. And that's, I think, a beautiful thing about experiencing grief, is that sometimes it's not written on your face. There are those times, of course, you look at someone and be like, wa hapa ni pabaya.
Claire is the nicest human being I've ever met in my life. She's the most amazing person that life ever gave to our family. And you can imagine, with grief, apparently tears don't dry.
They don't.
They're always there every day. We're seeing her in hospital every day. And seeing her suffer is one of the most painful parts. You know, seeing someone who you love so much in so much pain, and in so much suffering, and there's nothing you can do about it. However, that same day when she was being moved to the HDU, the neurologist dropped out from the race. We're like, okay. Cardiologist was also, you know, she had like a team of multidisciplinary doctors like working on her. She had a nephrologist, I think, for her kidneys. She had someone for what is it called? Cardiologist for the heart. She had a neurologist. So the neurologist and the cardiologist dropped out. So they said the services are no longer needed. I was like, that's not a good sign.
First of all, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I know we had talked about this for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I kept postponing it. Kept postponing it because I didn't want to face this kind of conversation.
Yeah.
You understand? Because grief is something that you unpack, and you don't know where it's going to take you. Yeah. However, let me just introduce myself. My name is Malik Kibulo. My introduction will be very brief. Let me say, by profession, I'm an accessories designer. By passion, I'm an aviator. And by default, I'm just a lover of life. Yeah, those are the three things I can say about myself. And something that really comes out strongly in my personality is the values that I was brought up with. Everyone who meets me always praises the people who have brought me up. My mom and my dad. Yeah, so I think that is what I could say about myself. Yeah, that is who I am. Yeah.
I like that you give your parents their credits, because one thing about you, let me give you your flowers. Maybe I've never told you this before, but one thing about you, you are, how can I say it? A true gentleman. Let me say that from when I knew you back then, because I remember there are times maybe we would hang out and your mom would call and you'd be very particular about, oh, I need to get my mom this as I head home. Yes. I need to do this. And even the way you interact with people, you have this thing that you make people feel seen. and people feel like they matter when they're around you. And I'd like to applaud you for that. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Let's go back. Let's take it back a while. Tell me about your growing up. Malik as a child in his home together with your siblings.
I grew up in a family of love.
Uh-huh.
I have seen love around me ever since I was young.
Yeah.
That is why even when I interact with people, I like to spread love. My dad is a very loving dad, even up to now. My mom as well. I have never seen my mom and dad arguing.
Really?
I have never seen it.
At all?
Maybe they argue in the bedroom, but they don't show it to us.
Wow.
So my idea of an ideal relationship is where you don't have to pick fights. You don't have to. You have to keep everything kosher. You have to keep everything clean.
Yeah.
You understand? And if there's something that is really serious that needs to be addressed, it will be addressed at the time and a particular place, not just everywhere. You know how people just go and argue everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I grew up in a family of love. My dad taught us a lot of respect, especially if you've interacted with me. You'll find there's no day that we'll have a serious conversation and I'll not mention respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect is something that I really hold and cherish. And growing up in a very simple household, not from a very rich background, but they made sure we had enough.
Yeah.
They made sure we went to the best of the schools that they could afford.
Yeah.
They gave us the best version of what they could be able to provide. And I'm really thankful to my parents. When it comes to my siblings, I have 4 sisters. I'm the only son. And so my eldest sister is called Barbara. Then my late sister Claire is one who follows Barbara. Then there's another one called Laura. Then there's me. Then there's Francisca, who's our baby sister. All of us, we grew up with love, supporting each other, taking care of each other. And once you grow up in such an environment, naturally, even when you go out into the world, that is what you'll project.
Yeah.
And even when I look for friends, when I look for people who I want to be associated with, those are the traits that I look for in people.
Yeah.
Even if you find my circle, you'll see that there's certain things that are common amongst us. Respect, love, humility. You understand? So those are the things that shaped me growing up. And those are the things that are shaping how I'm living now. Yeah.
How is it like having 3 elder sisters? Like 3 sisters before you?
You know how they say growing up as a boy, as an only boy, you become spoiled. They spoiled me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they did spoil me. But however, it's a very loving environment. They have covered for me. I think they can burn bridges for me. They can take a bullet for me. You understand?
Yeah.
And then growing up with girls also gave me a proper understanding of women. Of course, you can't understand women 100%. However, at least I know a few things here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was raised in that environment. You can imagine now, those are 4 sisters. Then my mom. Those are 5 females in one household.
Yeah.
So me and my dad are the only males.
Yeah.
Yeah. But growing up with, I think I used to keep asking my mom, I need a brother. Please give me a brother. She said, okay, next year. Every time she was saying next year. By the time I was old enough, I came to realize that she was lying to me. She had already finished that. She had already finished that chapter.
Yeah, she had closed the chapter.
However, later on, I did get a nephew. From my firstborn sister. Then also my late sister, also another nephew. So those are who I treated as my brothers. And also I have also cousins who are older than me. They were like brothers to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and also my friends also, that's also like a community of brothers. But basically growing up with sisters is like the best thing. It's the best thing.
Wow.
It's the best thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's very nice to hear. When I started seeing you post, unfortunately, sometimes in life, people, you lose track of each other. Maybe
True.
distance,
True.
know,
Yeah.
life just happens. And so I started seeing you post your sister when she was unwell. And I remember looking at her photo and I was like, gosh, when you look at her photo, she looks so graceful, so elegant. You can just almost tell the kind of person that she is from the photo.
Yeah.
Paint for us a picture of Claire.
So my other sisters might talk offense, but they know it comes from a position of love.
Yeah.
Claire is the nicest human being I've ever met in my life. She's the most amazing person that life ever gave to our family. She was respectful, considerate, charismatic, nice. She used to have a lot of knowledge. So she used to be like a focal point in our lives, in all of our lives. Like if we have a problem, going through a heartbreak, I've done this, I've not yet told mom or dad. She's the first person I go to tell. And she'll be a confidant. Very good advisor. She had vast knowledge in so many things. If we engage her in any topic, she has something to say. And it comes from a position of knowledge.
Yeah.
It's not just guesswork. So this is an amazing human being, all round. The only thing she didn't used to do is take alcohol.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not at all. So, like, I used to try and make her, like, sometimes I want to give her, like, alcohol. She doesn't. She didn't want. So she was outgoing, but not very social in terms of, like, going out and stuff like that. However, when we have, like, family functions, she interacts with everyone. With her friends, she interacts. But those things of going out, I invite her to go out. She doesn't want to go. So I understood who she is. She's a family woman. She has raised her kids very well.
Oh, she had kids?
Yeah, 2 kids, a boy and a girl.
Okay.
Yeah, the boy is, I think, 19 years old right now. He's a big boy. And the girl is 13 years old. The boy is called Philip and the girl is called Azaria.
Okay.
So even if you look at how the family has been raised, you can just see it's a spitting image of what she embodies as a person.
Yeah.
Those are the values she transferred to her children. And us as siblings, she also shaped the way our direction, who we are. Because she was also an anchor.
Yeah.
Whenever we'd have a problem, like let's say if my parents have a problem, let's say my dad or my mom is upset with us and it's very serious, they don't want to talk to us directly, they send her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
She was the deputy parent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when I see her phone call and then she says, Malik, dad wanted me to talk to you about something. I knew that way. I brushed my dad in the wrong way somewhere, something that needed to be adjusted somewhere. So she was the one who was chairing all those kind of reforms and keeping us in check. Yeah, she was an amazing human being.
Yeah.
And she was very intelligent. A student.
Oh, yeah?
From primary school. She's like a scholar. Yeah. She was like a hybrid. I don't know. Like I think she was the best version of herself. Like if she was to be someone else, I don't think there's anything I can add to her to give her more praise. Yeah, she was the best version of herself. I'm still a work in progress. Sorry. My sister's also still a work in progress. But her, she was a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in my life, like she's a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a legend. That's why when we lost her, I felt like I lost like a part of my soul. Understand? Like a part of me. Yeah, and I still feel that way every day.
Every day.
And you can imagine with grief, apparently tears don't dry.
They don't.
They're always there every day. I think about her all the time. I'm thinking about her right now. When I leave, I'll think about her. Before I sleep, I'll think about her. On the way home, I'll think about her. But we lost a very, very incredible soul, very incredible person, very young.
Very young.
She was not meant to go that early.
How old was she?
39.
Only.
Imagine. She was going to turn 40 this year in November. Her birthday is November 1st. She died when she was 39.
39 is too young. Too young.
You know, it's so painful. We were seeing her in hospital every day. And seeing her suffer is one of the most painful parts. You know, seeing someone who you love so much in so much pain
Yeah.
and in so much suffering, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Tell me about her illness. What exactly was the problem?
Okay, I didn't know you're going to ask me specifics about the illness, but okay, I'm going to tell you. So she started complaining of headaches. However, in our family, we have problems with migraines and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just thought it's a migraine. But a migraine cannot last 3 days. So we started suspecting that there's something that is wrong. So by the time we took her to hospital, we took her to the first hospital, they were saying everything is okay. She just needs, I don't know, magnesium and stuff like that, just supplements. Then there's a cousin of mine who's in the UK, he's a doctor, told me, no, headaches that are persistent are something that we should not mess with. She should get her, what is it called? Her spine. They should need to extract the fluid and test it for meningitis.
Okay.
So when they did that, she tested positive for meningitis. And you know, meningitis is something that affects the brain.
Yes.
And you know, the brain is where everything is controlled in the body.
Yeah.
So it had devastating effects, and it progressed very rapidly.
When was this? When was this that you found out that she had meningitis?
Just after her birthday.
That's
Just
November.
after her birthday, November, started feeling unwell.
Meaning this was a very short illness.
Very short illness. Do you know, my sister, Claire, I used to fall sick more than her. She has only fallen sick once, and that is when she was in high school. She had anemia. And when she was treated, she was okay. Her, even Homa, like flu. I don't even remember the last time she had flu. She was, in fact, all of us were the ones who were getting sick. Her, steady. So even when we are hearing her being sick, we are like,
how come?
This is not normal, you know.
Yeah.
So by the time the meningitis had really, it progressed rapidly. She was put on very strong medication. And this medication was not managed well in the first hospital.
Okay.
So it ended up damaging her liver and kidneys. So now it became an emergency for us now to transfer her to a hospital that has ICU facilities called Nairobi West Hospital. They're saying, okay, we need 350,000 for admission. We called Aga Khan, I think they wanted 500,000. Which other hospital? Nairobi Hospital, I think they wanted 300,000. The cheapest hospital was MP Shah. They wanted 250,000. So we had to raise 250,000. And mind you, this other hospital had already paid a bill of like 600,000. So we were, cash flow was tight, you know. So now to try and raise 250, it was a crisis that day. It was like hell, I'm telling you. I've never experienced anything like that. I've never been so desperate. I lost strength in my knees, in my voice, I was just crying. I was a total mess. We managed to raise that money. Got an ambulance, took her to MP Shah. Immediately, they processed her, took her to the trauma room, they did tests. Also, they were very thorough. Then now they took her directly to ICU. By this time, she had already lost her voice because it also affects speech. So she couldn't talk. It was bad. So she was in ICU at MP Shah for 25 days consecutively. So apart from the suffering, suffering, apart from that emotional suffering also on our part, now there's also a financial suffering as well. So it was one of the most difficult periods in my life. And I remember going to work. I was not able to work properly.
Yeah.
It was affecting me mentally. And then at that time, I couldn't take leave because if I take leave at that time and nothing has happened yet, what about if worst comes to the worst and now I'm needed and I've already taken leave? So I just had to suffer through work. And up until the time she died, that's when now I was able to get some time off work. But she really suffered. She really, really suffered.
She passed on sometime in December, right?
December 17th.
December 17th.
Yes, 2024. I remember it like it was yesterday.
How did you find out that she had passed on? Were you at work?
So every time, you know what happened? Everyone. Well, when you've just finished whatever you're doing,
you rush to
you
hospital.
just go to hospital.
Yeah.
Anytime you get a chance, we wanted to see her all the time. So every day we're being given a new ray of hope. Okay, today she tried saying something. You know, the doctors always give you hope. You know, they say that it's a hope that kills you.
Is it real hope?
Now we should ask doctors. Sometimes I don't think it's real hope. I think they know the prognosis and they know this is not going to end up well.
Yeah.
You know? So we used to go. So at some point her organs started improving. Like now, you see, that time she had the kidney and liver damage. Like they used, you know, they put a catheter and you could see like blood from the bag where the urine is. It was just blood. By the time she was in Ampisha for like a week, it had already cleared. She was no longer bleeding out from the kidney. So the kidney injury had at least been managed, you know? And so it was just a very difficult
So in real
period.
sense, there was hope.
There was hope. There was hope. And you see, I never put the life of someone into God's hands like I did with my sister.
Oh, yeah?
So even when she died, I just felt like God had let me down, you know, because I used to pray and I used to cry and I used to say, God, you see these tears. My mom is also crying these tears, my dad. My sisters, everyone, her children, you know, don't let these tears go to waste. Do something, even if it's a miracle. I don't know why. Just, yeah. So, up until the part where she died, we had a ray of hope because the doctor said, okay, now we're going to move her from the ICU to the HDU. So, you know, ICU is for critical patients. So we're now, okay, so if it's HDU now, I think we're getting somewhere, right?
Yes.
So after HDU now, we're hoping now it's going to be now the ward. So she's recovering. However, that same day when she was being moved to the HDU, the neurologist dropped out from the race. We're like, okay. Cardiologist was also, you know, she had like a team of multidisciplinary doctors like working on her. She had a nephrologist, I think, for her kidneys. She had someone for what is it called? Cardiologist for the heart. She had a neurologist. So the neurologist and the cardiologist dropped out. So they said the services are no longer needed. I was like, that's not a good sign. I even told my siblings, that's not a good sign. Why she's not talking? Why is the neurologist? You know, because we want her to be in a condition where she can be able to speak. So that day when we were moving her to HDU, I looked at her and I said, no, this doesn't look like someone who has improved. And I remember we used to call friends, family, to just like donate platelets, blood. I even had a list of people who are going to donate like this week. It's going to be so and so are going to donate because if she's getting platelets, then her body finishes the platelets. Blood is just going. It was tough.
So she needed constant donation.
And it was expensive. You know, they charge for that.
They do?
Hey. The blood bank, like they charge.
What do you mean?
And then you see that the process of her being given platelets, it's also charged.
Oh, Lord.
Because it's a special machine that does that. I'm telling you, if I showed you the bill like this per day, you just look at it and you're just like, hey, this is. And then you could look at the number of medicines that they are pumping her system. You're like, will she survive this?
It's a lot.
So she stayed in HDU for a couple of days. And then on 16th, as kama kawaida, we were going to hospital. But that day, my mom and sister said, okay, they're going to remain. They'll go the next day. So the husband calls me and says, hey, Claire is not looking good. She's not looking good. And these nurses are not attending to her. So he stepped out to go and look for a nurse because she looked like she was struggling. By the time he came back, she had a cardiac arrest.
Oh, no.
So the doctor's there, because there's also an HDU doctor who's always there. They asked if they can resuscitate. He said, of course, yes, resuscitate. Of course.
What do you mean they asked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they resuscitated her, immediately, you know, when you have a cardiac arrest, it affects the brain and stuff like that. So they put her on a life support machine. So then my mom and said, okay, all of us, let's go. Also my dad. My dad was actually in the hospital when that happened. So us now we're going to meet them there.
Yeah.
So when we went there, we saw her they returned her back to ICU and she was on life support machine. But when I entered that room, I felt her absence. It was just like it was her body that was there. It's like she had already gone. So then now the main doctor, because now there's a chief doctor who's now in charge of these other doctors. The cardiologist comes, does the examination, gives them a report. So he decides the direction of the medication.
Yeah.
You can never find him. He always comes very early in the morning because, these doctors, they don't work in one institution. They go to many, many different, they're big doctors. That day, he said he wants to see the family. So you see, of course, if this doctor can now come and talk to us, Gioni. So he came and talked to us. He said, okay, it's not looking good. The prognosis is not looking good. She has had a cardiac arrest. They did a scan of her brain. It's very weak. And that's why it was not sending signals to the heart so the heart just remained stranded. That's why it happened. And it's going to happen again. If she has had the first one, it's going to happen again because her brain is even getting weaker. Even after now the cardiac arrest, it has even become weaker. So the doctor said, we just say our goodbyes and just try and now adjust to the new reality that she's going to go. So we asked him, how long do you think she's going to last on this machine? She said her body is very weak. He said, I don't think she's going to last a day. Because that's Gioni, that's like around 6 p.m. So so that day we were devastated. You can imagine. We even called the kids to see their mom because that would be the last time probably they'd see her like alive or rather breathing. So that was December 16th, right? So on 17th now, we still went to the hospital again religiously. Went and saw her. We came and brought a priest. We prayed for her. Went outside. We keep coming, looking at her, crying, saying everything, saying our goodbyes, saying how we love her, saying all those things. Anything that I've ever wanted to tell her, I told her. It was one of the most difficult things to face in life, let me tell you.
Did you ever try to bargain with her?
To tell her come back?
Did you ever try to tell her to fight?
Yes.
What were the conversations like that you had with her?
I was telling her, please, stop it. Just amka. Stop it. Where's that smile,
Yeah.
Bring it back. You're full of life, Come back. Don't do this. Don't do this to your only bro, Because she used to call me, her little brother, her small bro.
Yeah.
And true, I was the only brother. So I was telling her, please don't leave your only brother here. Don't, please don't. But she fought. For someone with that kind of condition, to fight for that long. And of course, the hospital really supported her very much. They did everything they could. So the next day we were there. So of course the machines there monitoring heart rate, breathing and all that.
Yeah.
So every hour they were going down, like the vitals were deteriorating. So that journey we had to go back home. That one of December 17th. My parents had already gone mapema because they were tired, so I told them to go. So as we remained, the husband and my sisters.
Yeah.
And then even as we decided, okay, let's go and we'll come back very early tomorrow morning. Her husband said, me, I'm not leaving. I feel like she's going today.
Oh no.
So as we started driving, we just reached Rongai like this. Her husband is called Alex. He called us. And now we could hear, how the machine flatlines, we could just hear the flatlining tee in the background. That was 9:20 p.m., December 17th, 2024. Those kind of the machines, I could just hear them. And he said, Claire has rested. She's gone. So now we didn't turn back to go. We went home because now we had to go and tell my parents. And then the toys are there. The kids are there. So we didn't tell them. because we wanted the dad to tell them the news.
Oh, yeah.
So me and I went and just we walked in casually, just not trying to show any kind of emotion. So I went to the bedroom. I came and just held my dad. And there,
He knew.
he knew.
Without even saying a word.
He just touched his face like this. Then I went and told my mom as well.
How did you tell your mom?
I didn't say words. I just looked at her.
She knew it.
I just looked at her.
But you all had to protect the kids.
So we said, okay, we have to go back to hospital at this time.
Yeah.
So we told my mom and dad, you guys don't come, please. Let us go back. Because now they were wheeling her now into the mortuary. So we went back. By the time we arrived, most of my friends were there.
Oh.
Some of my colleagues were there. People who I hold very dear to me. The support that people showed us. Family members were there. Like everyone who is important to me and to us was there. Can you imagine? Some of them arrived even before us, you know?
Yeah.
I can't mention all the names. There's a list of people,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and I love all of them. I'll never forget the support that they gave us. And we went, we looked at her, lifeless. Of course, cried.
Yeah.
Then we escorted her to the mortuary. Then now it's now a matter of now accepting the reality. We went back home. And we went back now with the husband. So now we sat the kids, told them, your mom, she fought a good fight. And now she has rested. The daughter is very young. She was like, no, you're joking. No, you're joking. No, you're joking. Philip is a bit big, so now it hit him. The magnitude of what has happened, him losing his mother. He just unleashed this scream and this squeal I'd never heard before. It's like a squeal of, the word I can use is, I don't remember the last time I used this kind of word, anguish. Just, if you don't know the definition of anguish, just imagine it. That is anguish, like the worst feeling you can ever feel. So we had to, console them. And then now from there we started now, looking at the way forward and all that.
Yeah.
Difficult period. It was the loss of a lifetime. Like losing a sibling is not something I would ever want anyone to experience.
Would you say she ever felt like that time was coming? There's some people who say that, later on when you look back, after somebody has passed, you'll hear some people saying, nani kama alikuwa anajua, because there's a time she was saying this, there are times she would call me and say this, ama there are times angesema hivi.
Okay.
Do you think she saw it coming, ama what would you say?
So my sister, like I told you, she was like a deck of knowledge.
Yeah.
So she was into numerology and she was very spiritual. And she was into a lot of energy, like things about the way the energy and how the vibrations are, I don't know, those kind of things. There's one time I went to go and see her and I felt like she's not okay. So as she was escorting me, after I go and see her, we talk, and then she usually escorts me to the car, then I go. So as I was escorting her, she started crying.
Oh.
Just before she got sick. She started crying. And I asked her, what's wrong? She told me, I'm just happy to see you. See? So looking back at it, I don't know. Because someone who's very spiritual, energy is something that speaks to them. So I don't know what energy she felt that day. I think she knew, maybe, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah. Was that the last time that you went to see her at her place before she fell ill?
Yes, that was the last time. Because I travel a lot, so my days are very inconsistent.
Yes.
And I don't live in Rongai anymore, Kiserian. So moving from where I am to go that side is a bit of a commitment. I have to plan my time properly and go. So that was the last time I saw her, when she was like,
Yeah.
The next time I saw her now, she was on a hospital bed. The first day she was admitted in a hospital now. And she was not in a good state. We couldn't even have like a conversation. Yeah. So, think maybe perhaps
she probably felt, okay, maybe physically you're not sure what's happening, but spiritually there's something that I think shifts. And one day we're going to have maybe a specialist who will tell us, or different specialists who can also tell us, explain to us if they can, what usually happens. Because tell me why. I'm sure that was not the first time that you were going to visit her, and it was not the only time that she was going to see you off.
Yes.
So the reason why she felt emotional and she appreciated you in such a heartfelt way is absolutely unexplainable, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I feel like sometimes the spirit can tell. The spirit can sense that, something is about to shift.
Yeah.
Someone said that burials are, of course, definitely sad, but a burial hits differently when you're on the front row. We've all gone to different funerals. We've all helped or supported people when they've lost someone. But when you're at the front row there, you know the family, it's different. Paint for me a picture of that day. How was that burial?
Now, even before we get to the burial, the burial planning.
Oh boy.
Was the most difficult part, I feel. My dad and my mom, they were on, I don't know which universe they were in. They were on autopilot. They didn't know where to start, where to finish. You know, for parents, it's a very big loss.
Yeah.
So I had to step up. Me and my other siblings had to step up. And now, because I'm the only son, I feel like I had to fill very big shoes, which are my dad's shoes. The level of responsibility that I had to take on was very big. I planned that funeral. I think even in the committee, because we had a committee, I was the secretary. So I used to give them updates. I remember I had a notebook.
Yeah.
I'm writing down casket for, she's called Louisa Claire. Casket for Louisa Claire. Clothes for Louisa Claire. Budget. I'm looking at it at a funeral home, Umash or Montezuma. I couldn't believe it. I'm planning my sister's funeral.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? It was crazy. I called Umash asking them for prices. I called even Montezuma. And I remember at some point it's like I'd forgotten. So I'd saved their number. So they called me after like an hour. I'm seeing Umash funeral home and I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
It had slipped your mind.
Yeah, I am planning my sister's funeral.
Reality hit of what it is you're planning.
I had to write everything. Sujui graphics, sujui t-shirts, the procession to the grave, where we're going to bury her. It was not something I would want someone to, it's not something I would want someone to,
to go through.
Yeah, it's not something I would want someone to go through. The funeral program, how it's going to be, the graphics, the colors we'll use.
You had to step in the gap for all these logistics, but at the same time, you've lost your dear sister.
Yes.
So it's sort of as if you have to shove your mourning and your heart, uko nyuma, and get on top of things fast.
Exactly.
Because it has to be done. It has to be done.
Yeah. And I feel like up to and leading to that moment, maybe Claire being who she is, I think I harnessed the power that she has as a person to be able to go through such a difficult period and rise above the challenge, Yeah, there were many hiccups because some days I didn't want to do anything, many delays. Of course, we couldn't plan so much because we had to get her body out of the hospital because remember we had a bill of 9 million.
Yeah.
So we also had to be going to hospital negotiations. Okay. All right, you guys have a bill of 9 million. Okay. Do you have 7 million right now? Do you have 8 million right now? Then, like such conversations, such difficult conversations.
Yeah.
Then at the same time, we're running fundraising. Wow.
And still planning a burial.
That was the most difficult part in my life ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
thinking about what we are going to wear as a family,
Sometimes you feel like you don't care what you'll wear.
Yeah, what kind of wreath. So many small details that get lost, but you have to put each and every. Like how even the day is going to be, like church, we're going to be there for how long, viewing is at what time.
Oh, Lord.
You know, people who want to view the body before, the kind of arrangements that we have, like up to the details, you know. Then the day before the burial, I broke down because now there was too much pressure. And then now it's hitting me.
What's about to happen?
It's hitting me that this is, you know, there's nothing as final as death. Now the finality now is now dawning on me.
Yeah.
Then, of course, on the day of the burial, waking up, going there, seeing her, of course, seeing her there, seeing my mom cry, seeing my dad cry. My dad was so weak. And in terms of, like, physically, even my mom, all of us were weak. Like, my dad, I think he had to be held in. It was terrible. Like, it was a terrible day. The service went on well. So many people attended the burial. She was loved, you know.
Yeah.
Paid her the respect she deserves. We gave her a befitting send-off, you know. I remember the most difficult part of that day was during the viewing in the mortuary. And during, see that time when now the casket now is being lowered now into the grave. That part, it's like your heart sinks.
Yep.
It's like people, you know, people fall. You know, we had first aiders just near the family members. We had like 4 first aiders around. Because that is a very difficult part.
It is.
And then now it hits you like she's gone. You'll never see her face. You know, when she was at the mortuary, you know, we could just go and see her. You know, she's still there.
It's like she's still there.
She's still there, you know. But now when the casket is closed and she's lowered into the grave and they have covered it, that's it. Now all you have is memories. I have memories. I can still hear her voice. I know how her voice is. I remember her laugh. I remember her smile. I remember when she was being funny. I remember when she was upset. I remember when she was being serious.
Yeah.
You know, those are the kind of things you remember. You remember those kind of things. So those are the things that grief leaves you with, you know. And of course, during the first days, first months, it's even more intense. I don't know whether it gets better. John, you tell me. But I don't feel like it's getting better. But I think my journey has just begun. It's been, I think, now 7 months. But I feel like it's been like weeks, like a couple of weeks or so, you know, because it's still fresh.
Yep. I'm going to tell you something. Before I tell you that thing, there's a photo I saw of yours. I think it was from the funeral. And this photo, it broke my heart. It absolutely broke my heart. When they say that a photo speaks 1,000 words, this one spoke more. Have you ever looked at a photo and felt the pain of the person in the photo? You were very dapper, by the way. Very nice suit, looking good as usual. But I looked at your face, and I think there were guys holding you or something, or you were just standing there by yourself, and I could see the pain and the shock and the unbelief. And I don't know how exactly it feels for you losing a sister, but I could, in a small way, relate from losing a mom. And when you talk about that moment when the casket is being lowered, and all these realities come to your mind that I'm never going to look at her face again, I will never see her again. And like now, this is the end as we know it. Yeah. And now I get to the point where you've asked if it gets better. It gets better. But the let me say the saddest thing is that there's no timeline for it. I will tell you for sure. Because the same way it hurts a day after the burial, the same way it hurts 7 months after, it might hurt the same a year later. It might hurt the same 5 years later. Because people say that to grieve is to pay the price for having loved. And I was talking with some guys the other day, and I was telling them that 10 years after my mom died is when I really grieved her. Yes. It's when I really felt it. And yes, something else was happening in my life that was taking a toll on my entire being. But I'll tell you, there are things that will always happen that will remind you of her in such a deep, sorrowful way. But when they say time is a healer, I'm no expert. I am no expert, God knows. But when they say time is a healer, it has some sort of truth in it. Because the grief you'll always carry with you all your life. She's still your sister. You loved her, you still love her. You will never forget the amazing person that she is. But with time, you learn to cope. I'm not going to say at it you will heal completely. Healing is a process that goes on and on.
Yeah.
But with time, you learn to carry it. You learn to just walk around with it. After my mom passed, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to make this about me or anything, but after the first year memorial, me had said we are going to be doing memorials every single year. And so the first time, we went to her gravesite, and my mom is buried in Langata Cemetery. And when we went to her gravesite for the first year anniversary, my sister cried like my mom had just died there and then. It's hard and it's heavy.
Yeah.
And sometimes it will hit you at the craziest of moments. You'll just be in traffic and all of a sudden it's just,
Yeah.
it's like shock.
Yeah. It's happened to me many times.
It has?
Yeah, many times.
Because sometimes I'll see people, like I'll attend a wedding in my previous workplace. I was attending weddings a lot. And every time I would see somebody with their mother there, it would trigger me. And I'm happy for them. They love their mom. They're having a good thing. But I'll be like, gosh, that will never be me, you know?
Yeah.
There will always be those triggers. But I don't know what kind of theory this is. But with time, you learn to just carry it. You sort of learn to carry it.
Yeah.
And the most important thing I'll tell you for sure is the grace of God is always sufficient. It will carry you through. Right now, you can look back. It's just been 7 months, very short time. But you can see how God has carried you through. You can manage to smile. You can manage to have a good time every once in a while.
Now I can manage to talk about it, confront it in this manner.
Yes. And I feel like one of the reasons why we were not able to have this session is because we were still, I don't know if it is the truth, but I feel like we were still pushing it. Were you ready? Did you?
No.
You were not yet ready.
That's why I was.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's why I kept telling you no pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure. Because every time we'd keep talking and I would tell him, there's this podcast I'm doing. If you don't mind, you can come and we talk about it. And he'd say, oh, yeah. But there you are. Let me give you your flowers because I know what hard over time you are going through. But you still gave me so much grace. Even on the conversations we'd have, you'd keep saying, oh, you're good, you're doing a good job. Oh, I saw it. It's nice. Nini. But you tell me, I'll come. I'll still come. Until now we were able to schedule time.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be okay.
I was afraid of having this conversation.
Right?
Yeah, because, grief is quite sneaky, like you said, it comes up at any time. Mm-hmm. But now you see here, it's like we are summoning the grief. You understand? Here we are facing it. It's not, there's no escape. Yeah. So I was afraid of that, but now I feel like I can talk about it more and just share my grief, my experience with others.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe they can relate. Maybe they can also find strength in their grief.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still trying to find mine.
Let me tell you a crazy story.
Mm-hmm.
My mom passed on in 2012. I was in Form 3. Immediately after she passed on, because it was in the middle of second term, third term, I told my dad I want to shift schools because my grades had gone this way because of the stress.
Yeah.
And he said, sawa. So I changed schools. But now when I changed schools, you see, I'm still dealing with the grief.
Yeah.
That year, I got my first tattoo.
Uh-huh.
That year, I tried alcohol for the first time. Wow. And other vices I will not mention on the show. Why am I telling you this story? Because that is how at that time I felt I could deal with the grief. I was cutting, by the way. I was cutting because of that stress as well.
I remember.
How? Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What are some of the things you do when you're feeling you're in that pit of grief?
Now, I can give you specific dates. From when my sister got ill, it was very stressful.
Mm-hmm.
The nature of my job, I can't drink 12 hours before I go to work, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if I was going to work, I could not be able to drink.
Mm.
So I turned to drinking, however, but I was still being very disciplined in terms of drinking because before going to work, so I used to make sure I have that period before going to work. Now when she died and now I was given leave, immediately I was given leave. I was given compassionate leave, then annual leave. So I had like 40 days. Me, my father, and my brother-in-law,
Yeah. Alex.
we used to drink whiskey. I think literally like 2 bottles, like minimum, in a day.
Just the three of you.
Just so that we can be able to just numb ourselves and be able to sleep just kidogo and then wake up and continue tackling the day. So we drank every day up until January, I think around January 30th, thereabout, when I was now resuming work. That's when I stopped drinking. So now I was just in the house, because I'm going to work, I can't drink. So now it just overwhelms me. Then you'll see me doing those kind of posts. Also being vocal about it and telling people about my grief is another way I think I feel I'm dealing with it.
Yeah.
Because in that moment of grief, I feel very needy. So I just want someone to just tell me, I'm so sorry. Whatever you're going through, I understand. Another person tells you, we're still together. Another person tells you, it gets better. You know, just those words of affirmation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when I couldn't be able to turn to alcohol, now I turned to putting my grief out there so that I can get support. Because let me tell you, once we buried my sister, you know, every day if people were there. Everyone, people just found kila mtu alipata shughuli.
Yep.
Kila mtu alipata shughuli. People leave you and they go. Life continues. You're still there holding on to your grief. You know, that's one of the saddest parts. Yeah, so grief is not social, you know.
It's not.
It's personal.
It's very personal.
It's very personal. It's your own baggage. It's your own burden. You carry it every day. Some days you wear it on your face. Some days you don't.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, I would say alcohol. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. It's very encouraging. Even just being able to be here to have this conversation with you. Because it's not easy. I would still say it's very, very soon.
Yeah.
It's very, very recent.
Yeah.
Sana. And I really, really appreciate you being able to come here and share and have this conversation. And we continue to celebrate Claire's legacy and the kind of legendary life that she lived. And it's going to continue to be seen in her children, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does get better.
Yeah.
It gets better. I can tell you that for sure. Yeah. How would you tell somebody who's going through the same? Like if you met someone right now and they just recently lost their sister, what would you tell them?
To this person, I would say, it's okay to feel the way you're feeling. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to feel overburdened. It's okay to feel overstimulated. Grief is mourning. Mourn, cry, all of it. Cry in bed, cry wherever you are. Just cry.
Yeah.
Don't try and prevent it from happening. It's a natural process. Also, grief has a very powerful side. When we say we want to honor the person who we lost, it's a very powerful thing. I have harnessed that power. When I go and do anything right now, I want to make Claire proud. I want her to say, this little brother of mine that I left here, I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
So I have been able to harness that pain, been able to turn it into something very powerful. So now most of the things that I do, I make sure it has Claire's backing. You understand? So like in terms of my career, like I try and be my best, my best.
Yeah.
Akiangalia hivyo anaona Malik is thriving. Yeah, and I give the credit to her.
Yeah.
Trying to be even a better person. I can never be even half the person she was, you know. So I'm striving to be a better person. She has left that gap. So people will remember her also through me as well.
Yes.
She will live through me. So for those people who have been left behind, the people who left us, we have to allow them to live through us.
Yes.
You understand? Yes. And just honor them. Honor them. Honor their memory. The way you can honor them is by you just being the best version of yourself, because now they have left you to represent them.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's another side to grief. There's power in grief. Yeah, there's power in grief.
I like that.
Yeah, by the way, my sister used to be a perfume enthusiast.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, she used the best perfumes. So, and then she used to also sell perfumes. So I also said that in her honor, I'm going to be wearing the best perfumes.
I can check that.
Yeah, I'm going
to. You guys cannot smell this room, but I can tell you when you get in here, there's just something different.
Yes, my sister used to when she's at the gate, you know, even my mom was like, Claire is here. Like she used to layer perfumes, very expensive perfumes, very good perfumes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
all right.
You can turn grief into power. There's a beautiful side of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like what you said about turning grief into power, because sometimes I do that.
That can be even a headline, you know, something, you know.
It can, Cindy. Yeah. You've made my producer's work is easier now.
Yeah. It can be a tagline, you know. Yeah.
There's a time I usually literally do that. Like I like to have conversations with my mom sometimes. Sometimes I still do. And especially at night when there's a clear sky.
People who haven't experienced grief would find that weird. But even me, I talk to my sister. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we talk.
Sometimes I harness her power. And sometimes I'm just there. I'm like, Mommy, the strength you used to have, I want it right now. I need it right now. And it works. It works, and it's a way of continuing to celebrate their lives. So the last part of this show, I'd like you to take out your phone. You have your phone with you, right?
Yeah.
There's the last part of the show that we call One Last Phone Call.
Wow, what will I tell Claire? All right, I'm calling Claire. All right, she's answered. Claire, I didn't think I used to tell you enough that I love you. I love you very much. I still do. I'm going to live vicariously through you. I won't let you down. Don't worry about anything. I have everything under control. When I don't have everything under control, I know somehow you'll find a way to hand me the keys and give me the answer to whatever I'm going through, whatever trouble I'm going through. We miss you. The family says hi. Everyone says they love you, and keep resting in peace. Thank you. Bye.
That is so beautiful. Just that phone call, and I have learned something. The very first thing you said is, I don't think I told you enough how much I loved you. And one of the reasons why we are doing this podcast, I'm sure some people think we are just here to just be sad and just grieve. But one of the things we learn from grief is life is short. Don't take anything for granted. Live your fullest life while you still can. Yeah. Because no one knows. You could just have a literally 1 month illness like Claire.
Yeah.
Very short illness. Some people battle with illness for 3 years, 4 years, and you still hope that they won't die.
Yeah.
Like nobody ever thinks you will die after that. Everybody is hoping that you will live.
Yeah.
And so one of the things I learned from grief is that let's live our fullest lives while we still have them.
Yeah.
While you still have your life, tell people you love them. Give people their flowers. Be kind, respect people, appreciate people, and do your absolute best. Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you so much for this conversation. I'm very inspired by you. If it was me, I don't think I would have that conversation 7 months in. Yeah. And so I really appreciate that. I really do. And I pray for more strength for you and your family. And of course, that God is going to show himself strong, even for her kids, for her husband, and for the entire family. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. And let us continue to live our fullest lives. That thing that you're good at, give it your best. That person that you love them loudly. I like the way Pastor Reverend Catherine Kuna is always saying how her husband loved her loudly. And I want people to love each other loudly. I want people to forgive each other. I want people to just live their fullest lives, because you don't know how long you have. You honestly don't know. Serve God. Be right with God. And hold on to faith and be good to people. And just be a good person. Just be a good human being. Yeah, so that when you leave, people will be saying good things about you. They'll be saying how much you touched their lives, how much you inspired them. So that's all we had for today. I hope that someone has been encouraged. I hope that this message is going to help somebody. The story is going to encourage somebody. And continue to talk to us. Let's continue to engage. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you for giving me a space to be able to talk about my grief.
Yeah.
A safe space, not just any space, safe space.
Yeah.
And whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Thank you.
Keep allowing people to come in to, face their grief and talk about it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye.